While good clean water should just be a given, not everybody has that opportunity. And so products like this is the Waterdrop A2 Countertop Reverse Osmosis Water System. It's a lot of words to say. This is a really good water filtration system. So I'm gonna go through a few of the features, some of the things you can do with it, what you may like or not like about it, see if this is something you should use in your home. Stick around.
Okay, let's go.
Hi, I'm Chris, Gadgets and Gravel. So, out of the way, this was sent to me by Waterdrop for testing and review purposes. However, like my other videos, they will not get any input into what I say about it or see the video before you, so they're gonna see it right alongside with you. Now, that out of the way, this is the Waterdrop A2 Countertop Water Filtration System. It is a reverse osmosis system, and it is really cool. It doesn't have an app. Most of the things I like to cover have apps. This does not, which I'm kind of happy about. However, it does have a touch screen on it to control a few things. It's got a standalone pitcher, it's got a dispenser, it's got a big water reservoir in back. So let's go through what this thing does, and I'll let you know how to think about it. So right off the bat, get out of the box, and it's a pretty easy setup. It literally has, on the top here, we take this cover off, it comes with the filter for this. Now the filter is rated for about a year at 100 gallons per day of filtration. It's a lot of water. So you put your filter in there, it walks you through the whole system, or through the whole setup process. You fill the back with water, it lifts right off, fill water, put it in there. This is a 40-ounce pitcher that you can just dump water straight out of, or you can use the filter or the dispenser right here. But you fill the water up, put it in here, start it up, and it's gonna go through a flush system. So it's gonna flush out your filter, and it's gonna put all that water right back into the rear storage tank. Take that, dump it out, rinse it out, refill it, put it back in, and it goes through step 2. And that's when it's gonna start running water through the filter and filtering out some of the stuff that comes in it when it hasn't settled out. So if you've ever had to install a water filter before, you know, a lot of times you're gonna run it for a while and go through a couple pitchers of water to make sure any sediment that has accumulated within the filter gets out of there before you start drinking it. So that's what this does. It gets all that done, then you wash all the stuff out, wash this pitcher, wash your reservoir in the back, and you're ready to go. It's pretty simple to set up, and there's a lot of work to it, because once that's done, you're ready to go. And you're gonna have fresh water on demand in the pitchers. This is all fully filtered. It's going to remove a lot of the contaminants. 0.001% makes it through the filter. So that's pretty clean. So you can it fills the pitcher from the bottom, and you just lift it right off, pour your water, put it back on, good to go. So it's great. You can take it over to your pans. If you're boiling some water, you can take this, fill it up, and you're ready to go from that. But when it comes to the display here, while it looks like it is, I don't know if you can hear that. That's the compressor running. So as soon as water is taken out of this and it knows water's been used, it'll go through and start refilling it. It's got automatic dispensers to shut off the pump and the filter so it doesn't overflow. Never had an issue with it yet. But on the screen here, it looks like a full color screen like you'd have on your phone. Well, it's not entirely true. It is entirely touchscreen. Put my cup under here, make sure I don't make a mess. Good water. Okay. So we've got hot, and this will go from 59 degrees up to 203 degrees. So you got hot water right here, and you can adjust your temperature by tapping the side over here, and it'll go through a few presets. Now, you can go in and set up some customization. So they have favorites. You can set up to 6 favorites within it. So if you've got, you like your coffee. So say you're making your coffee, you're doing a pour over coffee, and you want to set your temperature. When you do that, you can actually preset. You have more ranges of numbers than what just shows up on the original presets. So you can go in and get that dialed into the amount of water and the temperature you want, saved as a preset. Then every time you go to make your coffee, you just hit that preset, does it, you move on. So you got that, you got cold, so you can set that, and then you can come in here and adjust your volumes. So the preset is 4, 8, 16, 20, and then, all 9s. So when you're on, say 4, I'm on 4 ounces at 55 degrees. So sometimes it's colder. It's set at 59 degrees, but if it's colder in your house or the water goes into it is colder, it could actually come out colder. So anyways, so we're gonna hit go, and what's neat is, so we got a blue light down here, the water starts coming out, and when it hits 4 ounces, it's gonna automatically shut off. It's really handy, especially if you're busy doing something. It's not necessarily fast, it's about as fast as my refrigerator was. But when you get water out of this, it's nice. You can start filling your cup, go off, do some other things, come back, and it's ready for you. So that's really nice. But what I really like about that is, so if you do switch over to hot water, I'm gonna put a little bit of hot water in here. You can always stop it also. So if you hit go, and then you realize you said 20 ounces, you only needed 18, you can hit the stop button, it'll stop going. But when you do hot water, Oh, we're locked because it's hot. All right, let's switch this off. Unlock it. There we go. Now, the light turns red. So it's a good way to kind of help keep yourself protected and those that live in your house protected so they don't actually get burnt, because 203-degree water is really hot. It's always on demand. It's always ready to go. Hot water is ready, cold water is ready. So what's really, really nice about this system is that you're not going to sit there and wait for it to heat up before you go. It's just ready to go. That's really it. There's not a whole lot to use in this thing. It's a really simple device to use, and the water is super clean, super crisp. I love good, cold, crisp water, and this does a good job of that. You do have a little magnetic drip tray down here that's nice. It snaps on, good strong magnets on it. When you need to fill it, you do need to remove the tank on the back and go fill it. Don't fill it while it's sitting on here because you risk splashing water, getting water where it shouldn't be. You need to rinse or wash out your reservoir tank every couple of days. Make sure you keep it clean so your filter work can last longer. And then you're gonna clean your freshwater pitcher every few days as well. A lot of that's gonna depend on how fast you're cycling through the water. You can get about 100 gallons a day out of this, and that's gonna give you 12 months of use out of the filter. So when you look at that, breaking that down on cost per month, it's really not bad because the filters are really 66 bucks through the Waterdrop website. So when you break that down and think about, you know, gallons of water that you're maybe buying or bottles of water, it's $5.50 a month for the filter when you break it down across the year. So it's a really good deal to make sure you always have clean water on hand. That's great because you can fill up water bottles, keep them in your fridge when you're on the go. It's a really nice system. So across the board, I really don't have any issues with it. The whole thing's been pretty good. It's never put out hot water when it's supposed to put out cold water or vice versa. The tank's always full. They do make other systems where you can hook it up to a water line where they go under your sink, things like that. So that would be nice, just because sometimes having to refill the water tank's just annoying. You have to do it. It's not difficult. It's just another step you have to take. But hooking up to a water line, you may not have a water line where you set it. I have mine on the counter right beside my refrigerator, which does have an ice maker and a water filter in it. So I could come off that and directly into this, but this is what I'm testing and this is what I got. So if you're looking for something to kind of always have good clean water on demand, it's great. If you think of something like of an off-grid cabin, if you've got a camper or maybe a shop or something like that, you just want to always have water, good clean water in there, and you don't have running water there, it's a great option for that. Things like campers, it's a really great solution because you may take water with you, and whether you're filtering the water that goes into your camper or whatever, you can have this sitting in your camper or in your kitchen and put whatever water you want into it. I wouldn't recommend grabbing it out of the lake or the pond or something like that because it's going to run your filter up pretty quick, but it'd be a good option for a camper. So anyhow, whether you need clean water in your camper, cabin, camper, or home, check out the Waterdrop A2 Countertop Reverse Osmosis System. It's a good option for you. So if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Be happy to try and answer them best I can. Stick around. I've got lots more videos coming up. I got some new smart lights, a couple of robot mowers I'm working on, some vacuum cleaners. So I got a lot of stuff on the way. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks.
Okay, let's go.